Welcome, folks. This is day 5 of the NARCH Finals here in Irvine, California. I'm sitting here with Daryn Goodwin, and we're going to talk about the fact that we just got past the halfway mark of this event.
Have we now? Yeah, no, we have. It's been great. It's been great up to this point. It's been nonstop. We're finally, even today, it's been our lightest day so far, and we've got 4 skills. You just concluded a girls' championship that you coached in, and we've got an exciting D1 championship coming up between the Roadrunners and Black Ice. So
that's a busy time. So before we get too much into today's stuff, why don't we kind of wrap up what happened over the last couple of days, and that way fill people in that may not have been here.
Yesterday, well, obviously NARCH Pro happened. The guys talked about that at length. Nick, Gismondi, Jeremy, Ellis covered it really well. After that, yesterday we went right into 12 championship games, so there was non-stop championship games yesterday, and a lot of great ones. They did a fantastic recap on that last night, Nick did. And so today we get to catch our breath a little bit, and then tomorrow is going to be really nice because we've only got 1 skills, our lightest day, so I might even be able to shave and get a few more hours sleep. It'll be nice.
That'll be great. So One of the big things that obviously 12 championship games yesterday, but there were playoff games going on in the back rink, on one rink, this is going on here. How did you cover so much ground? Obviously you have a good staff here, but how were you able to get some of the footage and some of the action that was happening?
Well, to be quite honest, I can't be everywhere, and I'm doing quite a bit. Unfortunately, Lionel, who usually is here with us from France, he was set to come. He bought his ticket months ago. He got fully vaccinated to be able to come, and without the European countries being able to travel in, he just couldn't make the trip, which was, we were hoping for last minute, and then with, I think, the newer variant with COVID, just kind of put the brakes on everything. And Lionel, if you're out there, you are greatly missed, buddy. But having said that, I am getting a lot of footage, and I'm excited to share it, but a lot of it's probably going to be shared after the finals, which I think is cool too. I take a lot of pride in being able to provide content year round. So, when I'm done with the NARCH finals, it's not as if I check out and you don't hear from me for 5 months. This is my job, it's my livelihood, and I want to make sure that everyone's thinking about roller hockey year round.
That's great. So, and me personally, I was coaching 6 different teams, something upwards of 30 games. I don't think there was a single game that I wasn't either walking on or off the rink that I didn't see you over somewhere taking a picture or going to a bench getting footage or off somewhere. So kudos to you on that. I don't know how many batteries you have left in there.
I'm getting my steps in, that's for sure. Getting my steps in. Like I said, it's a little bit hot when you're running around. The weather's been beautiful, but I know the guys on the rink are a little bit hot too. When the breeze picks up in the afternoon and evening, it's amazing. It's perfect temperature to be playing hockey in the evening. But I'm not quite sure what's in store with the temperature the next week. It's probably going to be the same, probably high 70s, low 80s. That's what it typically is here. So we probably shouldn't complain compared to the rest of the country and humidity and everything else that they deal with. I think we've got the best scenario here in Southern California.
It's made for some really good pictures too. Yesterday, just scrolling through social media and looking at folks with a cup or a medal and just seeing that background of the sunset at 7, 8 o'clock at night, it was something pretty special.
It's such a unique facility, and really happy with coming here. We'll probably, I don't know, I don't want to talk about next year too much, but there's certainly nothing wrong with coming to this facility. It's great. People love coming here. Hopefully we can get some more East Coast teams next year. Get the Canadian teams back, get the international teams back. We do have a Pacific Cup event coming up in 2 months, September 10th to the 12th. So if anyone's interested in that, we'll probably touch on that in a future broadcast. But everything's been great up to this point.
Wonderful. So now you touched on the East Coast coming here today in just an hour or so. D1 championship game. Talk about the East Coast. The Tour Roadrunners are in that game.
Yeah, and so is Black Ice. Black Ice defeated Skittles 3-1 a couple hours ago, and Roadrunners took care of the Raiders a little bit easier than that, and it's going to be a great. It'll be a battle. It'll be a great championship for that D1 title.
A lot of the same players that played in the pro playoff game. Black Ice matched up against the Roadrunners after the Roadrunners upset Mars Blade in overtime. What are the differences from what you've seen from the pro roster compared to the D1 rosters for these teams?
The biggest difference is the guys that are over 24 aren't playing.
Right.
No.
It is.
Yeah. There's still solid squads, very solid. Ironically, Tyler Kraft actually signed the team up for Black Ice, and he ended up taking off this morning, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. But it'll be a great game. I mean, everybody knows each other well with those two teams, and I think that Roadrunners probably feel a little more confident against the younger part of Black Ice, and I think Roadrunners have more of their core unit than Black Ice's core unit from the pro, but it'll be a great game, I'm sure.
I wonder if there'll be a little bit of line matching there once they do see those younger guys they throw out.
Yeah, Black Ice picked up some. I mean, they've got a couple Palma guys on that team from Palma Pro. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be a great game. And like I said, tomorrow we get to catch a breath, so I'm looking forward to going into tomorrow. Right now we've got what? We've got 12s that have started. We've got 16s that have started. We've got 21U. 21U is going to be. I can't wait for that division. That's one. When I saw all the teams register, I had my sights set to watch a lot of those games. In fact, I'm looking forward to the ones tonight after the skills competition.
So we had a little bit of a preview. There were a few 21U games earlier today, and it was pretty intense. It was a friendly intensity that I got to see, and there's so many of these kids that grew up playing together and now are on their own little teams and have these own fun rivalries with each other.
Well, kind of what it is in the first couple games is you get a lot of kids that grew up playing roller, they're off playing ice, they're now back, kind of kicking the rust off the first game or two, but by the playoffs, championship, it's going to be some of the best hockey we see in this event, so I'm excited.
Sounds good. So we touched on it at the beginning. We're 275 games in out of 511 total games. So that means tomorrow, a little slowdown, but then once we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it picks right back up, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, we've got 8U, 6U, we've got all the men's coming in. The men's divisions are going to be great. That's been our growing segment of the sport, because what's happened, obviously people get older and everybody loves the sport, they keep playing, so I'm really looking forward to showing the men's guys a good time too.
It's great, and some of the fun jerseys that you see some of these clubs.
They've stepped it up. They've stepped it up. We've seen a 180 in kind of, and that probably has a little bit to do with social media too. They want to look good. They want to look sharp. They want to be clever in what they come out with for a uniform. So, and we've got some great uniform designers within this industry. Steven at Unified does a great job. Black Biscuit is here. They're solid. So it's not that hard to get an affordable, really nice custom jersey done these days. So, it's cool. It sure beats. We still have a few small examples, but when guys are wearing different colored jerseys, I can't stand it. Like it just looks like a pickup game, and it's not professional. And I'm happy that everybody takes it seriously and looks good.
Fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to the weekend, and now we're going to turn it over. Just before he left, Nick Gismondi was able to take a few minutes with Rob Chornomud from Labeda. Let's check out that interview.
I'm happy to be here on NARCH Live, and I feel like this chair just holds on to legends, because I'm joined by another one here at the 2021 NARCH Finals, and it's no other than Rob Chornomud, who is just coming off of a massive pro victory. His championship last night for the Palma Labeda Golden Knights was an iconic one for several reasons, and I think we'll start there, and then we'll talk a little bit about the industry and the NARCH Finals and where things are at. But it felt like maybe on paper the Black Ice were a better team and had come through round robin a little bit more, but the cohesiveness and the buy-in that I saw from your group seemed to really highlight that victory?
Yeah, I mean, our guys came together together at the right time, but we have some new faces, and guys were still, I think, the chemistry was still building through the tournament. So it's one of those where I think we have a team event. I think we needed to come together, but it was going to face a little adversity early and get a chance to, get our legs and everybody getting used to each other. This is the first tournament we played together, so we're the new faces, and everybody, gelled as they went. But like I said, we had a couple bumps in the road, and we reacted and adjusted to it.
Well, perhaps maybe that was a benefit then. If you come in having to bond quickly and those bumps in the road, you can maybe fly under the radar a touch, but also use that adversity, if you will, for benefit.
100%. I think it played in our favor here at the end, and it gave us a chance to be able to solve a few issues that we had along the way. And like I said, we were still building line chemistry. Guys were getting to know each other, so I knew as the tournament went on, we would be stronger and better. And in the end, the guys were good.
Yeah, deep bench, including some Stanley Cup champion. You had a current NHLer who led his team in scoring, and you didn't necessarily see those guys playing a ton. You balanced your lineup throughout the entire tournament pretty effectively.
Yeah, I mean, you got a roster that we were carrying. You're going to have to balance it as best you can, because there's a lot of guys that are rock stars out there that need time, and at the same time, there's guys that have resumes that, like you said, Stanley Cup rings, leading teams in NHL scoring, and other guys that are kind of say, there's plenty of talent on that roster, line to line to line, and it's tough to balance, but at the same time, the guys all bought in.
A couple things that I really liked, highlighting specific players. I thought, first and foremost, that John Seymour was an absolute stud. I feel like this is some of the best hockey that I've seen him play, and I feel like, the people that I've seen play over the years, both on the ice and the roller level, I would put him at the very top of that list in terms of skill and ability.
Yeah, he's kind of found his own this year. Like, I've always thought John's on this team for a reason. He's a talented kid. He's been he's one of the fastest guys out there, but he plays big. He's determined when he goes into the boards, and he's able to those partners. He's a beast out there, and he found his rhythm this year where he's got gears and he's able to adjust to the game better. And I've seen him play the best hockey I've ever seen him play this year, and it's going to continue from tournament to tournament. So I'm really happy with where he's at right now, and I really found that he's in his prime game right now.
A couple other standouts for me. Travis Snow, I thought was brilliant. I thought Tommy Tartaglione played fantastic in net, solid and calm, and a great presence. And I love the play of Brett Wollenbeck.
Yeah, I mean, Brett's always the understated star.
Yeah.
He's that guy that...
Quiet leader, I think, too.
If you're out there and you're playing against him, you don't want to be facing up against number 91, but at the same time, if you're out there and he is on your line, you've got a stalwart defenseman who can break up any play, create a breakout in a moment's notice, and at the same time, he might have led our team in scoring this year. So it was just like he's, we nicknamed him here the Golden Jet, so we're trying to graze his social media value, because he, like you said, he goes under the radar, but he's really a superstar. And Travis, team leader, obviously, captain Team USA, and just brings, determination and just, brings the group together, and we just have a great balance of guys that really understand what they're here to do.
You made a late decision on your goaltender. You waited on that and ended up going with TNT for the final. Can you take me through your process on your goaltenders and how you ended up settling on who you settled on for the semis and championship?
Yeah, tough.
Yeah,
tough.
For sure. I've been there.
Super tough. And it's a struggle. When you got two quality goalies, I've always had that struggle, and I've got two guys that have been battling back in Team USA days to today, where you want to give the team the best chance to win. You believe in both guys,
sure,
and you kind of weigh the matchups into it, and kind of where you see the guys are at. And to be honest with you, the decision got made an hour before the game. I let the guys know I'm mulling over it, I'm playing it out, and I actually switched it twice. So in my mind, I was playing every scenario that I could play out in my head, and like I said, I'm trying to give the team the best chance to win, and I felt Tommy just was kind of in that zone, you know, and I figured that, you know, he wanted it, Clay wanted it, but I just felt that it just seemed right that Tommy was in the right frame of mind and in the right place to go in and take it.
As I mentioned, a couple NHLers on that roster. For me, one of the coolest things was when you guys had finally sealed the deal and that clock expired and you had the extra goal on the board. It was neat to see a guy like Stephen Alexi, who's won a Stanley Cup with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and see a couple of the other NHL pedigree guys that were on your roster be absolutely riveted and excited and giddy in that celebration.
No, and that's the awesome part. The guys that are on the team are still young at heart. They get what we're here to do, and it doesn't matter where they're coming from. They understand that we're all here together. The bond and the team chemistry is just building and building, and they're here because they love the game, you know, and the fact that Steve's like the ultimate team guy.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, if you know Steve Alexian, he's the guy you want in the locker room, on the floor, because you know what, he's going to give you everything, but he's the best team guy. You know, so it's just, we're fortunate to have these guys, you know, be involved with our program and team, and good things ahead here, because like I said, when you can get guys like that buying into the program, the team, and believe in what we're doing, and just be that big of a part of enjoying the moments, you just know you have something special.
Quick nod to the NarCh for doing such a great job to make it feel like it's the biggest thing in the world. The commitment to the organization, the contribution to the team, and the family that the NarCh, in my opinion, have always brought to the table exudes itself in your performance and your culture.
No, it starts from the top and it trickles down, and it's great that we have people that believe in the game, in us, the sport, everything else, to give us the platform to be able to do what we do. And you know, we're just very fortunate to have their family. The NarCh family is unbelievable, and just giving us the opportunity to continue to live our dreams.
Special to win it here at Irvine.
Yes, it is. It's a home ground for us, you know, and I think it allowed the families to meet, you know, which I got to meet some new families this weekend, which we got to some new players, so it was great to be able to have, you know, the family side enjoy it with us. When you're on the road and you're in out-of-town venues, it doesn't give you the same feeling to be able to bring, you know, you guys have kids now, you know, parents are there watching, you know, so the feeling to be able to have that, you're not able to mimic, you know, another, you know, city. So from that perspective, it was awesome.
Tell me a little bit about Labeda. Where are things at with the company? How are things going? What's the future looking like, Rob?
Things are looking bright. I mean, I think the COVID scenario kind of turned everything into at least an outdoor, you know, we sparked the outdoor life, you know, so with all the rinks being closed, hockey didn't stop.
Right.
Even though ice hockey rinks were closed, roller hockey rinks were closed, a hockey player is going to figure out, you know, where he's going to get his hockey, and you know what? It led to the streets, the parks, the blacktops, you know, across America and the world, and you know, hockey wheel sales were through the roof, and it's been a, you know, blessing in disguise in regards to you know, what transpired and how we got there, but I think it's going to be good long-term wise because it gives us, like I said, a resurgence of people who probably forgot what it was like to get outdoors and play and realize that you can still make a lot of things happen. You know, if you pull a net out and you just, you know, get back to your roots of being a little kid and enjoying, you know, getting some rips on net.
Rob, you're one of the good guys in the sport. I've known you for a very, very long time. It's great to always see you here at NarCh. Genuinely happy for you and your success. Congratulations on the win and everything.
Thank you.
Rob Chornomud, NarCh Pro champion, coach, legend of a human being, legend in the roller world. Back with more NarCh Live.